What is up, everybody? Pastor Scott, I'm by myself, man. I could not get my guy on here. It is not looking good for the B.Live. If they're listening, I'm batting like 125 with these jokers, man. I cannot get my guy on. So, I did not want to let you down. I wanted to get on here to give you just a little something. I know at 9 o'clock tonight, I want you tuning in to Facebook on our premiere video. You see it's already scheduled on there. I'm not sure if I pinned it to the top of the page, but as soon as I get done with this show here, I will pin it to the top of the page. I just got a notification that the Word with Bus is live now, so I'm thinking I'm going to see some people start to get on here. And hello at last. How y'all doing today, man? It's been this technology has not been agreeing with me, man. I'm playing in the wrong sandbox. I am playing in the wrong sandbox. But yeah, I'm not sure why we wanted to have Dustin Hensley on here tonight. He is not on here, but you know I got a word for you. All I need is I don't even need a platform. I just need something. I need an audience of any kind. Digital audience, live audience, audience down in the park, audience just sitting down in the kitchen, in the living room. Anybody that I can preach to, you know I got a word for you. So I'm going to get that to you in just a second. It just might accidentally get Dustin on here. I don't know. Last night, it was no problem with Mark Pelfrey and Heather. I see Heather on there. It was no problem at all. But tonight, I don't know. Technology, yeah, the whole world is on. Cindy Yeckel said, that internet is freezing, man. The whole world got on here. Absolutely. Sometimes that's what I feel like. Sunday morning at 10:45, the whole world be clicking on the internet to get on and go to church. So anyway, a couple quick announcements. Don't forget, like I already mentioned, 9 o'clock, get on there tonight. Billy Huff will be on there sharing a word. We just edited the video, got it down to about a 10-minute video for you. Going to talk about persecution a little bit, so you don't want to miss that message. And then myself and some of our creative team, we got some really cool ideas going on. We're going to be doing some special filming out in the field. I don't know where that is. That's like out in the field somewhere, not the legit field outside of my house, but out in the field, in the arena where you record stuff. And we're going to be doing some special stuff for our Sunday morning service. So you don't want to miss it. Extra special stuff taking place with our filming on our cameras and our recording. So make sure that that you check us out. As Dustin was going to be on here tonight, I was going to say make sure that you check out the Planted podcast. You saw his post on Facebook earlier this week, and it was a really good episode, and then also has some really cool, good, helpful resources for people that are in need. Dustin also runs our Staying Surrendered group. If you're interested in that group, make sure that you contact him. You can check him out on Facebook and get in touch with him there for Staying Surrendered. Typically, they would meet on Monday nights at 7 o'clock. The Cloud. Man, I don't even know where the Cloud is. You know what I'm saying, Jeff? Like, where's the Cloud? You know? Where's the iCloud? Where is that boy at? Where can I get my information from, man? I see you in there. The Cloud. Like, where is that, bro? Where is the Cloud? Can somebody tell me how I can get to the Cloud to get my stuff? It's somewhere out there. All my stuff is out there in the Cloud. Where's that at, man? Boy, oh boy, I'm going to tell you what. This quarantine, man, this is turning into something special, man. It's in the sky. Come on, Greg. I know you know where it's at. You a computer guy. You know where it's at. You could take me to the Cloud. You work on the military base. Y'all probably got an in-house cloud on campus. Physical cloud. I know one thing, though. I'm going to have to put a preacher joke in there. Beyond the cloud somewhere, right? Beyond the cloud somewhere is where we're going to go for eternity. Beyond the clouds, in the heavens, pearly gates, streets of gold, purest gold. I'm going to have to talk to a few boys when I get up there now. Paul and all of them, I have to talk to them. I got some questions for them. About why they did some of the things they did. So let me give you a word real quick because I don't want to keep you on here all night long. See, you start joking in these comment sections, I can't get nothing done. If you start joking in these comment sections, it's going to be a long night, man. I was like, what could they put in here tonight? Like, do I just do the random, do you like Skyline or Gold Star? Like, which one do you prefer? Do we start that debate over here in the comment section? Because I already killed me some Skyline today. I already killed me the 4-way to go and the cheese coney with everything. And I killed the Skyline. I'm a Skyline man. I take it over Gold Star, even though I will crush both. I see Kathy Dixon. See, you Skyline, you already figured it out, and you haven't even been here long. You already know what's up with the Skyline. So let me give you any good preachers got they got 3 good points, right? So I am going to pull up some of my notes that I had on here that I wanted to share with you. But it was going to be Dustin, but I am going to pull them up. I can't wait to see some of them. Gold Star. Oh, better fries. See, I don't go to no chili house for no fries, but I do agree. The fries at Gold Star are legit. And by the way, the Gold Star down there at Ingles Corner, go support them. They're the one that hooked us up for the chili cook-off. So make sure we are supporting the Ingles Corner. I grew up in Cincinnati. Oh, my bad, Kathy. Okay, you got it. So you know about Camp Washington chili. I'm needing some Skyline. Go get some, Ruth Ann. Let's see, man. Where's your Skyline at? Right up there at Voices of America, man. The drive-through, very convenient. Right there. Go ahead and do the onions. Do everything. So check it out, guys. I had this little post that came across several months ago. I keep a lot of notes on my phone. And you remember we did the sermon series that talked about being in rhythm with God, right? Finding a rhythm of His grace, finding a rhythm that you can walk in the Spirit to, right? Everything's going smooth. You're being obedient. You got some spiritual disciplines in place. You got some spiritual processes. You got some things that you're doing in your life that are causing your relationship with God to grow. You're seeing things from a different perspective. You're seeing God start to work in your life. You're seeing the pieces of the puzzle beginning to be put together. You're finding a spiritual rhythm with God, right? Some Bible reading time, some prayer time. You got that K-Love on the radio, or whatever it might be that you try to do in your life to get a spiritual rhythm going for things to grow in your life spiritually, right? We talk about that spiritual continuum all the time, right? You're not always optimally healthy with your health, your overall health, right? But you try to keep it all in balance, that social, that physical, the mental. So it's the same way with your spiritual, right? When you can get it all together, all going in one direction, the way that you're supposed to in a good spiritual rhythm, you make your way on up that spiritual continuum rather than a health continuum that I used to teach health in the class. So I kind of integrate that in there, but that spiritual continuum, right? Every now and then you might slide, but 5 years down the road, you'll have some rhythm in place so in 5 years down the road, you're going to be further than you are today. Not that the you today is all bad, but the you in 5 years from now can be a much better place spiritually if you create some rhythms. Let me tell you what I saw a couple months ago, kind of settled with me. It touched me a little bit. We always talk about as Christians, we're not perfect. We fail. We just because we decide to live for God doesn't mean that all of a sudden everything in our life it makes us perfect, right? We become saved because we're imperfect. So the point number 1, it says 3 rhythms of faith that align us with God. That's what this is here. It says confess consistently. So do you have time when you talk to God where you find parts of your life that maybe He may not be pleased with, right? Because you got the person of God, you got the principles of God. It's easy to love the person of God. It's difficult sometimes to live out the principles of God. And when we don't live out the principles of God in our life, sometimes that basically equates to the fact that we did things that were not pleasing to God. And oftentimes it could be some sin in our life, right? So are you confessing consistently? Do you confess on a daily basis? Please do not comment on that one right there in that section. 5-way all day. Man, I got a confession to make. I grew up in Cincinnati. I am the Cincinnati kid. I went through the drive-thru today, and I'm like, man, this ain't even right. I need to turn on WLW. I need to get the game in. I need to go inside and sit down at the table. Man, I have never had a 5-way. I always just stop at the 4-way onion. I have never had a 5-way. That's like un-Cincinnatian, like un-American. You say you're from Cincinnati and you a Cincinnati dog and you never had a 5-way. I'm going to have to get a 5-way. I ain't never had a 5-way. So I'm going to do it. And I'm going to report back to you when I get on here next time and tell y'all how the 5-way was. And I am going to try it from Skyline. Back to the rhythms of faith that align you with God. Confess consistently. That's part of your prayer life, right? That's just alignment. That's like going down and getting your car aligned, right? If you want your tires to last for a while, you got to go down and get aligned. Your prayer life, you got to get aligned with God, right? Confess consistently. Number 2, forgive repeatedly. Boy, that's the big one. Forgive repeatedly. If you heard my sermon from Sunday, you remember I preached, or maybe it was, I can't remember, one of these last times I preached on the internet. It's all running together. I think it was either this day or that day or the other day. I can't remember because I can't remember which day it was. It was either this day, that day, the other day, coming up the other day. But I preached about context and I preached about relevance, right? So this forgive repeatedly, right? You got to give people the benefit of the doubt and try to understand where they're coming from. Where are their behaviors born out of, right? Give them the benefit of the doubt. Love them like Jesus would love. See them with the eyes that Jesus would see them with, right? And forgive. I mean, he went to the cross for them and he went to the cross for you. So number 1, confess consistently. Number 2, forgive repeatedly. And number 3, I like this word right here. Pray relentlessly. Relentlessly. I wish I had my Webster dictionary up right here. I'd pull it up in another toolbar. I in essence, know what relentless means. That means all out, never ending, nonstop, hardcore, all the way, relentless, all day, every day. Right? So how do we do that? I used to struggle with the Bible verse that said we should pray without ceasing. I'm like, how do you pray without ceasing? I got to go to work. I got to have some form of entertainment, right? I sat down, watch TV, whatever it might be. How do you pray without ceasing? That means that you ask Alexa. Ask Alexa. Yeah, Siri is the one I usually go to. But she just doesn't understand my vernacular sometimes. I ask her something and I'll get directions somewhere and I'm looking for like a definition of something. But ask Alexa. I think that's the girl on the counter that you plug in the wall. She scares me, man. We used to have something. We threw it out, man. She was giving us funny laughs out of nowhere. We tossed it. I'm watching TV. She bust out with a laugh out of the Alexa off the counter. Gone with Alexa. She's gone. So I just want to give you those 3 points right there. Remember this, man. Confess consistently. You got to do that. You just can't go to God with your wish list, man. God will bless you. He'll give you things that you never dreamed of. But confess consistently, forgive repeatedly, and pray relentlessly. Praying without ceasing. That's what I was talking about. That's just always considering God in everything you do, right? Would this be pleasing to God? God, would this be pleasing to you? Consider God in all things, right? Maybe a new job endeavor. in your relationships with people at work or at your house, responding to people certain ways? Is this the way that God would, I'm going to dialogue with God in everything that I do? That's prayer, right? That's my relationship with God. I'm going to dialogue with God in everything that I do. I'm going to pray every day relentlessly unto God. So anyway, that was like off the cuff, Preacher 101, pulled up a quick 3 points, because every preacher got to have 3 points, right? If you only got 2, then you ain't no preacher. I'm just kidding. I didn't go to seminary either. But wanted to give you that. I'm going to do my best to get Dustin Hensley on here next time. This new software, we're on trial for this little split screen thing I've been doing. It's not looking good for them. It's not looking good right now, so I think I'm going to have to try the Zoom split screen. Zoom seems to be the way everybody's going. I thought I'd try this thing here, but it's been having some hiccups. Dictionary.com. Leave it up to the teacher of the group, Ruth Ann. She's given me the definition. I love it. Hey, guys. I'm going to give you a few minutes to settle in a little bit. Make sure you check out the premiere video scheduled for 9 o'clock. I'll go on the Facebook page right now, and I'll pin it to the top so you can find it. And about 2 minutes before it starts, it usually has a countdown. And then just give it a little bit of time, and it will check right in. Jonathan Troy, my dog, Alexa. Guys, I got to check out. Peace. I love y'all. Keep staying strong. Stay healthy. Praying for you. If you need anything, please let me know. God bless you guys. Love y'all. Peace.